My name is Lucy, and my teacher has recently integrated technology into our classroom. We have so much fun. We are now active participants in our learning. Although we have fun while learning, there are definitely rules that we have to follow. My teacher has posters with rules posted all over our classroom. That makes it hard for us to forget. I'd like to introduce you to my teacher, Mrs. Cottingham. She can tell you a little bit more about our classroom rules.
Oh, hi there. Oh, please excuse our excitement. We are just so in love with having technology in our classroom. Lucy, you are doing an excellent job with your presentation. Yes, there are definitely rules when managing a technology-infused classroom. Let's take a look at some best practices. When planning lessons, it's very important to consider technology management. Our main goal of integrating technology is to ensure that our students are actively participating in the learning process. Once you've planned your lesson, decide on the role the technology will play. It should always support and reinforce learning and never precede it. As we all know, technology can sometimes present a minor glitch. That's why it's always important to have a plan B ready to go. This could be an analog version of your scheduled activity in order to keep the pace of the class and keep the lesson and students on task.
Let's take a look inside a classroom where a teacher has found success in managing technology use.
Classroom management for technology took some time. I had to teach them the way that I wanted things put away, things brought out, how to use them, definitely using them appropriately, handling them with care, all of that. It took some time to do that, but once I got them there, it is like clockwork now. I have zero time where I feel like is wasted in my classroom. They know exactly where to go to grab them. They know how to behave on them. And the cool thing is they don't want to lose the technology privileges. So they're very good and they're very mature with the technology devices. So I really never have any issues. I feel that students are learning faster with technology because it is at their own pace, which is interesting because they don't feel pressured, but then in turn it goes faster because they're not worried about other issues, but they're in it. They're focused, they're paying attention, therefore learning more and then quicker.
There has been a trend in education lately for students to bring their own technological devices to school. This is referred to as BYOD, which stands for Bring Your Own Device. The reasons for this trend could be students are more familiar with their own devices, funds normally spent on technology can be diverted to other expensive if students bring their own devices, and it allows instant access to information. No more waiting for the computer lab. Let's talk to a teacher now who is allowing her students to bring their own devices to school.
Many of them have Nooks and Kindles and different Android devices, so they're familiar with it already. So I think the struggle of learning something new is not there. They're already fluent. We have classroom laptops. We have one cart that we use in our pod, and that's 20 laptops for our entire third grade team. And so we'll pull a couple from there on days that students forget or those that don't have one at home, and they can also use my iPad and my laptop, so they can all participate.
In a one-to-one classroom, each child will have an iPad or laptop. If you are lucky enough to teach in this type of classroom, you should be careful to follow these best practices. Set clear expectations for students. Make sure they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Know the signs that point to a child that is distracted or off task. Be flexible. To ensure student engagement, give them choices. Change roles. Allow students to teach each other new things or even teach you. Redirect when needed. Even if you use your best practices all of the time, students sometimes will need to be redirected. Always approach them in a way that is gentle but firm.
There are so many strategies out there to help manage technology in your classroom. You've got to decide what works best for you and your students and stick to it. The most important thing to remember is the end goal, and that is student success.